I know a lot of you guys are reading this title right out of this video and thinking to yourself, oh great, here comes another YouTuber with a first world problem trying to clickbait me into watching a video about how the YouTube world's coming to an end and woe is me, blah, 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 first world problem stuff, right? Well, I think hopefully a lot of you guys know that on my channel that I don't try and go too hard for the clickbait. The most clickbaity I'll get was my Breath of the Wild interview with Anuma-san and Miyamoto-san, and that was about as clickbaity as I tend to get. I don't really like clickbait. That's why I have, usually I'll have Jetpack Dragon draw a thumbnail, because I believe that YouTube videos should have the integrity and the clarity of what you're going to get into with the sense of adventure or curiosity attached to it. So, with that said, I have a lot on my mind that I want to share with the world. I am frustrated with this platform, with YouTube. Most people are frustrated with this platform, right? Everyone's mad. We've survived through so much as a community on so many different fronts, whether it be the adpocalypse, YouTube drama, YouTube changes, all that fun stuff. But I've been completing a game a week every week for almost 9 years now. And surprisingly, I have enough energy to keep going. I'm not burnt out. I'm not, I'm not stopping anytime soon. But I feel like I'm being kind of forced to stop just because. And it feels weird to talk about this because I've seen absolutely no one online discuss this, that I follow at least. At the beginning of this year in January, something changed on the YouTube front. YouTube algorithms. Surprise, surprise, right? Something changed. And my channel went from performing as it normally does to not performing as it normally does. And I don't know why. And I've asked YouTube several times. I've asked people who I can what the is going on. And I have not been given answers. And I feel like it's because they don't know the answers. I've noticed my friends are posting less, or when they do post, their videos don't perform as well. And I've spoken to them about it, and they don't know the answers either. So that's the point of why this video is here. This sucks. One day, my channel just was like, I don't work anymore. I broke. I don't know how or why. I can't fix it. I don't have an idea of how to fix it. Because it was such an overnight change. And I don't have an answer. And this is not me saying Patreon or merch or live shows or Twitch. That's not the point of this video. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. Except me. I want you all at home to watch my which a lot of you do. But YouTube is just not showing everyone what I'm making anymore. This video is about how YouTube makes me feel. And I don't mean the comments. I don't mean the YouTubers. I barely even mean the company. I'm referring to what this platform has become and how it affects me as a person. Like an actual person. This video is about how I feel every day. So I'm going to start with the good. I'm going to start with the bad. And then I'm just going to throw the rest out there. Random thoughts. The best part about doing YouTube is you guys. It sounds cheesy. It sounds like every other YouTuber out there is going to say something like that to get your subscriptions and your hearts and your follows. It's real. I'm as real as I can be from day one doing this than I was till today. You guys are the best part. Every convention, every show, every piece of merch, every live stream, every time I see someone who gets excited to see me, it means I did something right. It means that what I did worked. And what I'm continuing to do worked. And it makes me happy. I feel happy seeing people enjoy what I make. It genuinely is the best part of the job. Especially when I'm going somewhere that I don't expect to be seen by anyone. Just going to the airport, going to the grocery store. When I'm just living a normal life, someone will come up to me and go, hey, thank you for what you do. It changed my life. That's the full stop, best motherfucking part of the job. I'd say the second part is being able to feel like my voice matters somewhere. I think my whole life I've been in a world where I haven't been able to say what I want to say or share how I want to share or experience what I want to experience based on my feelings. And now that I've kind of built this YouTube community and this business, I feel that my input matters and my ability to help other content creators, video game companies, indie developers, just the fact that my name, my input, and my overall gamer clout actually does something. It means that I matter to some people. And I think that's what I've always wanted from all of this, is that I just always wanted to feel like what I create matters. Who I am matters. I want to feel important. I want to feel that what I am doing matters. And I feel that I have done that successfully, and I continue to do that successfully. And I'm very happy with those things. Of course, the obvious thing that I should say that I'm happy about is the money. But honestly, the money is not real. It's not. I feel like a lot of people on YouTube don't talk about their finances. They don't talk about the money because everyone's afraid of, if I say my secrets and you say your secrets, we can't make the money. And wait, you got paid more than me? That sucks. Oh, you got paid more than me? That sucks. The scale of which a YouTuber gets paid based on their CPMs, on their brand deals, on their merchandise, it doesn't matter. What should matter is the hard work and the care and the thoughtfulness and the production that goes into it. But that doesn't equate to money always. So I'm going to say that money is a bad part of this job. You have to work your ass off to make that money show up. And when it does show up, it doesn't stay forever. Did you know, fun fact, I'm sure you've heard me all say this tons of times at some point, there's over 20 people that work on all of our stuff here. 20 individuals who put their blood, sweat, and tears with me into making the Completionist, the Completionist New Game Plus, Super Beard Brothers, Weekend Warriors, the merch. We do merch in-house now. Every shirt you buy comes from our hands. The live shows that we're doing now, the live touring, Big Bad Bosses. Like, we're working on so many things. And that's 20 individual mouths, over 20, that I have to worry about feeding. And it sucks to be the boss. I didn't want to be a boss. It just became that way. I'm sorry if I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but the amount of time that I throw at myself in a video game to the amount of money that I should receive is so small. This is a prime example. If I play a game that takes me over 300 hours to complete, just 300 hours, no big deal, it would probably mean that for me personally, I probably made about 3.5 cents for every hour I put into the game. Not even the editing process or the writing process or anything else. Just playing the game. It'd be roughly 3.5 cents. It's not very much if you add it all up. So I think what I'm getting at is the money on YouTube is not viable. It's not a sustainable business model. You have to innovate and grow and do other things that create other forms of revenue. That's why you have so many YouTubers who are preaching Twitch and preaching Patreon and merchandise, and they're trying their best to continue to do the one job, which is to make videos for you. I think one of the worst things to go along with this side of YouTube is we are living in a current state where you can make money punching people the f*** down. This job is high school. It is virtual high school. It is other people who you are either really good friends with or other people who think you're a piece of shit. Now, I'd like to think, for the most part, that if you know me personally and you've known me for years, that we have a very good relationship. But I can't make everyone happy. There are creators that hate my guts. There are creators who will die on the battlefield with me. I can't control what people think of me. All I can do is do me the best way that I can, which is to help people all the time. That's what I want to do. I didn't start my YouTube career to be a YouTuber. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I've stuck around. I wanted to be a director, a producer, a writer. I wanted to be a showrunner. I wanted to go to Hollywood and make whatever the f*** I wanted to. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to do all these cool creative things. And I just couldn't compete the way that I wanted to in the Los Angeles side of things. So I made a YouTube channel, and I continued to do that for many, many years. And then one day, it worked. And I haven't looked back. And I'm glad that I'm here. I love this job. I love what I get to do. At this point in my life, I feel stuck. I feel stuck not because of what I do. I feel stuck because of the rising tension of what's become of this platform. It feels like a rising tide is coming. And I just don't feel like I have help. I feel like I will just fade into obscurity. I have imposter syndrome maximus every day. Every day. I know the world is like in a huge influx right now with all this stuff. But I want to be able to share how I feel with you guys, which I don't feel like I get to do ever. I talked about some good. I talked about some bad. The next step I want to talk about, I guess, is my own personal demons I'm dealing with when it comes to the show that I created. I love completing games. I love the show I've made. I've loved that every year we've changed it subtly to incorporate more sketches, less sketches here, shifting the tone, having this guest star here. I love the creative means of making this show. So I want to talk about Persona 5. For those of you who don't know, I've been working on Persona 5 since it came out. It's one of my most requested episodes online, and Persona 5 R is about to come out in a couple of days. I could have been done with Persona 5 years ago because of the fact that completing the game only requires 2 or 3 playthroughs at most, with getting all the platinum trophies and such. However, in my research, I found that if a true completionist's run is that I have to beat the game no less than 10 times. Because every time you pick a significant other to be with, you are given a romantic item that carries into the next playthrough. So in order to prove that I've done that, I have to beat the game 10 times, including the ending in which I chose to be with everyone, and they all came to beat me up on the last day of the game. I guess the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I don't want to do it anymore. I do not want to play this game anymore. I love Persona 5 with all my heart. It's so much fun, and I can't wait to talk about it. I just have spent 475 hours and I'm on playthrough number 4. Like I'm spending a lot of time playing this game. I guess I just want to know what you guys think. Should I just beat the secret boss and get the platinum and be done? Or do I go all the way to the end because I'm da-da-da-da-da-da? I don't know. I feel like in the last few years we've taken some liberties to cut a couple of the corners with regards to defining what a completionist criteria run of a game is and what it means to me and you guys at home watching. And it gets harder every week because I want to be able to say that I, without a question of a doubt, completed this game 100% and got everything. But people don't often know what that means. And more importantly, a lot of people don't give a shit. They just wanted their show. They just want the deadline. So I'm just trying to figure that out. Simple ask. I spend every waking moment playing this game on top of completing anywhere else from the games that I'm playing. So if you guys can help me out with that personal problem of what to do with Persona 5, I would love that. I'm going to leave a little survey in the box down below. You can, a simple like 3 or 4 question survey with a little blurb on the bottom. That's it. I'd appreciate the time. The next thing I want to talk about is this hopelessness that I felt for my presence in the YouTube space, in the influencer space. A lot of people will equate this video today as to being very scary for them, that it's that it's indicative of my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, that it represents a certain way of how they see me. And truth be told, I'm great. I'm okay on that front. I have therapy sessions every week. I have a trainer that I work out with, that I'm constantly trying to better myself and improve. This hopelessness that I feel isn't coming from my personal life or my professional life in the ways that I feel it does. It comes from the results of the hard work, the things that I've been striving and pushing for, the things like the YouTube algorithm, the things like the numbers for merchandise and Twitch subscribers and the revenue that comes in each month. The hopelessness comes from a place of, I want to succeed to build and create the next completionist. I want to succeed and build and create the next Matt Patton game theory. I want to succeed and help create the next speedrunner of Mario Maker or whatever it is. I want to help all my friends achieve their dreams and their goals. For the first time ever in my career, truly in my career since I've been doing this, it feels like I'm losing what I have built. And I see the numbers. YouTube backend tells me almost everything I need to know about my content. It tells me what people like, what people don't like, when things change, when things don't change. And we've been able to pivot really easily when we have a bad month or a good month. Except not anymore. Not anymore. I don't have the answers. I have no clue. What used to work doesn't work. And what doesn't work still doesn't work. So I guess this feeling of hopelessness comes with an asterisk of feeling of frustrated. I'm mad. I'm frustrated because none of it is your guys' fault. None of it is your fault. I had a meeting with several YouTube people over the course of last year. And someone at YouTube asked me a question, and they said, "What are your plans for 2020? What are your big YouTube goals and plans for 2020?" And I looked them dead in the eyes and told them these simple words. My goal in 2020 is to survive. To survive. That's it. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. And innovate and continue to thrive the way that I have been all this time. That's it. That's the T. That's the tweet. Send. That's it. I just want to survive. Because right now it feels like no one gives a f about me. And I don't mean friends and family and other people. That's not what I'm referring to. It feels like no one gives a f about me in that way. I gave my life for this platform. I continue to do so. I keep giving parts of me, my whole being, in companies. Whether it's working on MySpace or Best Buy or YouTube or Twitch or Instagram or Twitter, it doesn't matter. They want to make their money on me and then kick me to the curb. And I get punched on the way down by everything else. And I'm so tired of getting punched. I don't know if I'm even going to post this video. I have no idea. It seems very first worldy, very woe is me, right? I didn't want that to be this. But how the fuck else am I supposed to express myself in a way where I can connect with you guys at home who support me? I don't know how else to talk. If I go on Twitter and talk about it, I get dunked on. Twitter dunks. It's like Space Jam and NBA Jam had a baby, but social media. I could be like, I like video games. Hundreds of people. Great! I hate video games. Why would you say such a thing? How else am I supposed to talk to the people who have given me my life? There's no way I can communicate to you guys. I have to make a video like this. I have to. Because I can't have an honest conversation otherwise. Things were so much easier when I was smaller. Not from a fame perspective or a money perspective, but from a joy perspective. Everything I love about doing my job doesn't actually hurt me till this day. It's everything else around it. It's the social climate, the political climate, the financial conditions around it all. And I'm just frustrated and sad. And I just want all you guys to know that. And if none of this matters to you at all, and if you don't give a shit, then just remember that every Wednesday and Saturday, I do new videos at noon. And if I would really appreciate it if you smash that like button and hit the bell, and that way you can see my videos. If you'd like. If you'd like. And if you don't, you can always remember that this video was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.